How was the Prophet ﷺ with his wives? I could spend hours till Fajr, but we don't have time. The Prophet ﷺ expressed his love to Khadija. May Allah be pleased with her, our mother. Even after her death. Till Aisha, who had never met her, she died, Khadija, when Aisha was 5 or 6 years old. She never met her. But because the Prophet always remembered her and thanked her and complimented her, she said, I felt jealous. Are you jealous of a dead woman? Yes, because the Prophet expressed his love to her after her death. Tell me, how do you think he expressed his love to her while she was alive? And this is why she's one of the 4 mistresses of Jannah. No one shared this reward of all women except 4. The Prophet ﷺ was not afraid. He never held back from expressing his love to her. You tell me, Mr. Husband, when was the last time you expressed your love to your wife? When was the last time you texted her, I miss you, I love you, I'm coming at 7 o'clock p.m. tonight, after supper, I'm looking for dessert, wink. When? Sheikh, this is inappropriate. Why is it inappropriate? Express your love. When was the last time you complimented her cooking? Complimented how she looks, the perfume she wears. The Prophet ﷺ, whenever Mother Aisha took a bite from the bone, he took it from her hand, looked where she took the bite from, and he ate his morsel from the same place. If she drank milk, he would take the glass from her and look where she placed her lips, and he would drink from the same place. My wife, when she is requested, bring me a new spoon, please. She says, take my spoon. I said, okay, wash it 7 times and 1 with soil. Or better off, take it and wash it with Dettol and some detergents. What am I doing? Seriously, we have a problem. Show your affection. The Prophet ﷺ, whenever Aisha would feel sick, he would not give her his back and go and hang out with the boys or go for travel for 2-3 days. Whenever she said, I have a headache, the Prophet said, I have a headache because of your headache. I'm feeling you. I'm feeling sick because of your illness. He shares with her her pain. Whenever she asked him, I'd like to go to my parents, he said, go. Not like so many women complaining to me, Sheikh, my husband prevents me from visiting my parents and they live across the street. It's been a year. I haven't visited them. Wallahi, 1 year. I said, it's your fault. He's not a real man. And you're not a real woman. Sheikh, I have to obey him. You have to obey him, but not to the extent that he enslaves you. There are limitations. There are kindness. We talk. Yes, if he has a legitimate reason, I understand. If he channels and puts a limit to it, yes, you can't go every day 3 hours. This is crazy. But to prevent you from going to your parents for a whole year and they live across the street, you guys have a problem. The Prophet used to speak, ﷺ, with his wives. He used to give them quality time. Most women complain of what? The moment he enters the house, he's on his tablet or his social media, Instagram, or his computer. He does not speak to me. I cook, I clean, I wait for him to give me 5 minutes. Nothing. I wait for the weekend. He goes plays cricket. Or he goes plays football. Nothing. Where is that quality time? All man and wife need mutual respect. Quality time is to take your wife once a week, twice a week to a restaurant. No mobile phones, nothing. Spend time with her. The Prophet used to spend hours speaking with his wife. Mother Aisha says, we were on an expedition. This is weird in our standard, but this is the sunnah that we should follow. And as we were camping, the Prophet said to the army, go and march ahead and leave me and my wife Aisha behind. So they said, okay. They went. After they disappeared, the Prophet said to Aisha, come, I'm gonna race you from 0 to 100 meters. Do you imagine this? You imagine Sheikh Asim racing with his wife? I'd rather box. It's more convenient for me to box with my wife. But she says, no, let's race. Aisha said, I raced with him and I was at the time young. I did not have a lot of weight. So I won. And I let it go. A year later, we were in another expedition. The Prophet did the same. But then I gained weight. And the Prophet said, let's race. I have totally forgot this. We raced and he won. And he laughed and smiled and said, touché. This one in return of that one. What kind of love is this? Come on, guys. Seriously, when was the last time, I would not say raised, but when was the last time you shared something with your wife? Your problems, your worries, your aspirations. When was the last time you joked with her and had a good time? Maybe played a game of Uno. I usually keep all draw 4 underneath so I can take them. Halal cheating, it's okay. We need to have this with our spouses if we want a long-term investment. If you want a year or two and then divorce, this is not the way. But if you want a long-term investment, like they say, till death does us apart, may Allah Azza wa Jal make us and our spouses in Jannah. This is different. You need to work on your relationships. There has to be a huge deal of respect between the spouses. The amount of insult we hear from men to women and women to men, wallah, is unacceptable. Especially when they are in the presence of a sheikh. Insults. How do you expect someone to live with you when you daily insult her mother and father and say bad things about them? In some cultures, I wouldn't say in the subcontinent, so that I wouldn't be accused of being racist. In some cultures, the mother-in-law summons her daughter-in-law's parents and they scold them in front of everybody else, insult them, and the poor father and mother are silent because of their daughter. They don't want to cause her divorce. And the daughter is listening. What kind of people are these? These are animals. Where is the respect? How do you expect people to respect you? You have to have respect to have harmony in the marriage. And you have to have communication. You have to listen. When your husband speaks, give him his time. Don't interrupt him. The moment he opens his, no, you don't understand. So give me time, woman. Let him speak. Say whatever he wants to say. And after he finishes, although you disagree 100%, you say, Of course, you don't have a beard, but you do this as, I hear what you're saying. I see your point of view. But I think, and you say your point of view, wallahi, half of the ice would melt. Just because you heard him out, you acknowledge that you see where he's coming from, and then you can reach mutual grounds. This is where we need to learn how to communicate and to respect one another.